Don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome to the commercial. We're talking about all the water. Wonderful 13th July. So if you can tell behind us, there's some rain. There's some thunder, so it's actually a pretty nice evening, pretty nice afternoon. I'm gonna be doing one last video that I have to do with my father's house. I'm gonna be fixing my bicycle, so I'm actually happy about that. And have a nice supper. I'm happy about that. Everything is going onky dory. I don't know if you guys are using this word or not. So now I had 45 minutes left. And I was like, what should I do? And of course, you know me, I decided to do content. So, without further ado, here's some more Squid frickin' game. You guys ready? Let's go. We have 2 and 6. Now this instrument is actually quite important because the season is less. Oh, by Atlantis, this is bad. It's raining harvest. Nice outside. This is bad. Ooh, shit. That's not good at all. Ooh. We only have 2 episodes left before I'm exactly where I am. And these reviews are not that long because a lot of it is battle. So 0 and X. The O and X are actually cool. Why? The 0 or what? The yes. The X or what? No. That's pretty much it. So there's a lot more war. We have like I said, the you're turning around and you're like, okay, well we have to win. If you're the right number, you're gonna be saved. You see a lot of people dying. Again, I already talked about this. There's a lot of battles. So, for example, who's choosing who's choosing who, and who's choosing who. So it's never like a big deal, except for 3 options. There's only three instances where it's bad. For example, we saw one of the team, they're cheating. They have 3 people, and the thing says, hey, you can only have 2. Another one, Thanos, he wants to get with a girl, but she chooses Minshu, which is also super, super important. We have the character we love, the character we care about. We have the frontman. We're actually supposed to die because he cheated, but they protected him. So they did everything, and that is insane. We're talking about rock, paper, scissors. So there's a lot of things that is not nice. The frontman also killed somebody, right? Because they're 3 and they're supposed to be 2, right? Which the craziest thing is raises a flag. So for example, the whole time the frontman says, hey, I want to save as much life as possible. I want to save as much life as possible, so what I'm going to do is I'm willing to kill. I am willing to kill to do so. No, I'm so sorry. I just spoiled it, that shit. He said I want to save more lives, so he votes always to end the game, to save lives. But then he's in a position where there are 3 people, and the first thing he does is kill someone. So it's winning hard. Jihoon, best friends, I don't know your name, I'm sorry, dude. It's like, yo, you said that you want to save people, but you're actually killing everybody. What's up with that, bro? Of course we don't know, but still. So we have the mom and the kid who are together. It's actually a really sweet moment because the mom and the kid being together, it's more so, it's just super sweet, dude. It's just super sweet. There's one other person, and this is one of my favorite moments in the show. So we got this, which is again the person that wants to change sex, and we have Coin. So he's not part of the gang. He's not a friend, right? And he takes the place of one of her friends. So the guy who wants to change sex, he's like, yo, you took the place of my friend because of you. She got killed. And then Coin guy, what he says, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to sacrifice myself for a friend that you met a couple of days ago? First of all, he said, I didn't kill her, the game killed her, right? And that is amazing. Now, the only thing he did was he followed the girl with the pregnant, because so it's kind of like a cool thing. The mom, she cares about the son. Jihoon and his best friend care about each other, and the guy with the coin, he cares about the pregnant girl because that's his baby. So you're seeing that there's reason for people to protect each other, which is really freaking nice. We have this famous scene where He kills somebody. We have the captain again, not being a good captain, not showing them the right way. We have the guy who once again is starting to really doubt. So what happened with the captain is there's a kid, right, and everybody's drunk. So the guy he comes in and it's like, yo, I'm drunk, but I can't sleep. Let's go on the deck. So he goes on the deck and he hears some sounds. And then he goes and you see the captain fucking over the drone because they have a drone. The drone is super simple because the drone really helps them out. Like instead of having to walk and use binocular, they can use the drone, cover an island fast. See, for the game to be halved, it needs to be a big island, right? And there's a lot of islands, right? But there's not that many that can host the game. Now, the problem is the only person that went to the game is Jiwoon. So the only person that would know how big are the game is, well, that's not true. That is not true. The captain also went, so he would know. Well, not the captain, but the cop. He also went as a guard, so he would know. Does he know as much as Jiwoon? That's up to you guys to say. So now we're seeing that everybody is saved. Now, what is the cool thing? What is the really, really, really cool thing? Is at first, like, oh my god, this person died. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Now people got closer, and it's always a case of. How can I say that? It's always a case of. I'm so glad that you're safe. I'm a friend of yours. I like you. I want you to heal. And for the first time since season 1, people are actually happy that other people survive, which lower their money. And there's people that are starting to follow the girl, which has vision. She's a shaman. They believe her to have actual vision. And they're like, yo, this girl, if we follow her, we'll survive. See, it works a lot of ways. So the first way it works is, okay, do I believe in something, right? Do I believe in Jihoon that says he's right? But then Jihoon was wrong about the games. I don't know if I can trust him. She saw something, so I follow her. And then the problem with her is she has illusion. So she's saying that God is speaking to her. It's a show. So I don't think God is speaking to her because of the show. But then because she's thinking that God is speaking to her, and people's like, oh yeah, God is speaking to you. She's trying to convince herself. And then it's just bad news. And she's such a bitch. Like, for example, when another friend of Jiwoon dies, she'll come to him and say, yo, this is your fault. You killed them. But then Jiwoon's a badass because Jiwoon, he grabs her by the throat. Jiwoon and I have never been violent until he starts seeing people that like get killed. See, so Jiwoon, the nicest thing that he did in here was he came in, he said, yo, I'm gonna be peaceful. And then he had weapons, so it wasn't that peaceful. And then what happened is a lot of his friends killed. It's like, okay, well, I need to up a notch, and that's when it became violent. So we have more. We have people changing. Once again, the game is still something that is happening because most people voted for O's. We're seeing everybody, every single island, and this is an island that kind of looks like it could be the game. It could very much be the game. They find like a bunker, right? Which means there was someone there. But then what happened is there's a fucking whatchamacallit? There's a landmine. So yeah, so one of the guys get killed. And this is where the captain gets wrong. So the captain, him leading him away, not a big deal. It's a shitty thing to do, but it's not a big deal. Him knowing that they could die, it's bad. It's bad. Once again, this is the third time we're voting for the people saying yes or no. But this is so much better, so much cooler. And of course, the number 1 is the last one. That's what he does. We have them out. So now it's 50-50. It's 50-50. This is the craziest thing. So the frontman, this, oh my god, this, I have to talk about it, I'm sorry. So this is the craziest scene. The yes to stay in the game are winning. It's 49-50. All the number 1, which is the front, which is a bad guy, needs to do is press yes, and it's a guaranteed you're gonna play the next game. But instead, you press a draw. Now, it seems as a heroic thing. It's like, yo, my god, you saved us. But then what a draw happens, and you have one night to say, okay, well, guess what? And this is one of the worst thing ever. So you have one night to rethink your situation, rethink your vote. Do you want to vote yes or no? Phone is too hot, it closed. Which happens. It's okay. But then it is so freaking cool. Why? Because he knows that of this rule. And now people that want to say yes are like, yo, I have to ask them to kill this person. I have to kill this person. I don't have a choice. I have to kill them. And that's the important part. I just need to call my father because he didn't come and pick me up. So I need to confirm with him. It'll take a couple of seconds. Oh. Oui, ça va bien? Oui, pour confirmer pour tantôt, on se voit encore? Ok, papa, ça va être important que tu viennes par la porte de garage.
Oui.
Tu comprends? Parce que c'est un petit peu lourd.
Oui, je sais.
C'est bon?
Oui, il n'y a pas de problème, là, le lac est en train de couper les cheveux.
Oh, ben tant mieux.
Je te texte avant de couper.
Ben c'est bon, je vais être prêt.
OK?
C'est bon, papa, bye.
Bon, bye.
There you go. Because I gotta close the phone, but it's okay. So yeah, now we have a choice of 50-50, right? And then what he's deciding to do is, this is when the O and X are gonna fight, because like, yo, I cannot convince you to I can't convince you to choose for what I want. But I can kill you. And if I kill you, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna lower the votes. What they need to do. So they're killing. So then the whole crew on the boat, they're like, what should we do? People just died. And this time, again, we're seeing that they have nice meal. So it's a completely different different game from the first one. And again, there's similarities, there's not similarities. So these are the camps. They're declaring war on each other. Again, the old man is an asshole, and Ji-hoon is the other side. I fucking love this. Because this is politics. Politics for the yes and no. We had a big thunder. I saw that, huh? Trying to film it, but yes. So now there's fighting, and Ji-hoon, he sees this. So this is so cool. Thanos, once again, is bullying Minsu. And it's sad because Minsu didn't do shit. So for example, the first time when he bullied the Queen guy, right? When he bullied the Queen guy, you had a reason for that, right? For Minsu, it's just because he likes a girl. Oh fuck! I'm wasting time playing the tower when I can be filming the fucking thunder. Come on, baby, be cold enough. Be cold enough. Yep, let's go. So, because the girl, and this, you know what's the craziest part? The girl, Thanos thinks she's the coolest. Thanos wants her. It's because Minsu have her, he's against Minsu. But guess what? And the night of killing, she's one of the first one to go. She's the first one to go. Well, one of the first one to go. So it's actually quite nice. And yes, this is where their battles. And this is so fucking cool because the battle starts in the toilet. See, look at this. Thanos is gonna kill him. He's strangling him, and the guy takes a fork out of his pocket. Shkaшлак. He kills him. So why is this cool? Because Thanos has been a bully since day one. Now, do I like Thanos? I love Thanos. But at the same time, this is not okay. So now we're doing season 1, episode 7. I got 50 minutes, so we're gonna be doing not the fastest, but not the non-fastest. This one is a really simple episode to do. So we're gonna go ahead now. I'm gonna repeat myself. I feel like I need to repeat myself. I feel like I need to make this clear. If you look at my first season review, I was very against the infighting. And my violence, it doesn't work. However, in the second one, I'm finding it a lot more. The system of belief is incredible. But then it's such a bad thing because the system of belief, your yes and no. Are you warrant of being killed for your belief? I personally think the answer is no. You shouldn't be killed for what you believe in. However, it's a show. I know that there will be people killed. I think when it's a show, it's just more justifiable if it's for your ideal. You have a reason for why you're fighting. But then again, it tells a lot about the human nature. And first, we're like, oh, no, I'm not down with the killing, right? And then we see the political, I'm like, oh, okay, well, guess what? They're justified. They're not justified. And I know it's a show, but it shows you the percent of people. You look at I'm not going to get political, but when you look at the war between Palestine and Gaza, you know what I mean? So yeah, so we got more fighting in the toilets, and this is fucking cool because you can actually tell. Okay, so it's complex. Okay, so the person, I'm hoping to catch as much thunder as possible because it's beautiful. It's funny because we had thunders last week. I was like, oh, I'm gonna catch him, and I didn't catch one. So Thanos started the battle for Minsu out of personal gain. But then it was Thanos was the drop and a cup that was already full. He didn't fill up the cup. It was just the one that was too much. So yeah, so that's quite important. Friend or foes? This is the name of the episode. So now we have the separation, and you know this is I'm not gonna say I told you so because obviously I watched the show, so I'm cheating. But this is what you see right away. See the beds? There's two lines. The line of the X, line of the O's. I just realized that the O's. No, the X is the good guy. I mean it. Yeah. And of course you see the loudmouth, the old man. You guys know I don't like the old man. Here's why. He's the leader, but he's not leading. You have a room full of people. And it's the subject in question. And there's two guys that take the lead. One of them has the right answer. He has the right answer. The other one, just louder. Because the other one was louder and was able to convince people. The guy with the right answer, the guy that you should have listened from the beginning, you didn't listen to. Look how strong, how hard it's raining. And if it's just I'm gonna go. Anyway, it's 2 o'clock and I have to go at 3:30. And I take a shower and I have to upload. But shower and upload is 20 minutes. It's 15 minutes. So now, there you go. We have the place on the ship that I told you. The guy see the captain fucking with the drones. What he does is he kills him. And now look at this. Look at this, bro. Look at this. This is like a small army. And they're all like, yo, we're going to defend each other. Very different than the first season. And you guys, you see the first season and you see the second season. Now, this is super important. They're going in. And number 11 is being questioned. And this one I'm telling you, like, oh, well, do you believe in what you did, what you write? And she says, do you believe in what you're doing is right for the game? The games aren't about that. You're fucking up the games. So yes, that's actually quite important. It's just a good show. Just a good show. So now, it's super fucking nice because it is intense, bro. It is intense. So you're seeing the people and they're walking... Oops. And they're walking back and forth. And they're doing like this. And they're looking at it. So you see this in the animal kingdom with animals eyeing their prey. You know? This is actually quite nice. So now we got the fighting. However, what happened is Ji-hoon is like, I know how to stop this. I know how to stop this. And he tells everyone about the VIPs and people watching the game. Now this is insane. Because he hasn't mentioned it before. So the frontman's like, holy shit. You know a shit ton, dude. You know? And then Ji-hoon. So I'm gonna get hate for this, but that's my opinion, so hate me if you want. In the first season, Ji-hoon is like a dumbass. He's not the smartest guy. In the second season, he's like, yo, I'm prepared. And this is the difference between being smart and being prepared. He's prepared. He doesn't have to be fucking smart, but he's prepared. And this is dangerous. So yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Just fucking love this. So then Ji-hoon is like, yo, we got this. And I know how to stop it. So his goal is not to fight each other. His goal, and this is a couple of scenes. There's a couple of scenes that is really sad here, but also really, really telling. So it's like we're gonna fight the guard. We hate each other, but we hate the guard more. I have to convince them. Then together we can take out the guards. Otherwise, no, because the guard have fucking weapon. They don't. What they do is fucking amazing. I want to spoil it right now. What they do is so good. So they know, and this is the craziest thing. This is the absolute craziest thing. Ji-hoon is so prepared. So Ji-hoon, you hear it. So fucking nice. I might see one here, but might more see it on this camera. Where are you? And I'm so sorry. So yeah, so Ji-hoon, he knows how it works. So he knows in the first season, they waited until a certain amount of people were killed. So Ji-hoon's like, okay, we're gonna stop it. We just need to kill each other. And then Ji-hoon plays dead, and when the guard are coming in, the weapon, which is super fucking nice. And of course, the VIP is like, the frontman's like, yo, I got you. Now we're seeing the tweaker, and he just lost Thanos, and they were the closest. But then he's like, yo, I don't care. I just want the drugs, right? We have the coin guy and the pregnant lady. So now the pregnant lady is like, okay, well, you're an asshole, but I can tell that you're really doing some effort for us. So the night goes, and oh shit! I love thunder. You guys ready to check it out? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. May light be. No? 3, 2, 1, please. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're giving up. Or are we? We're giving up. We're giving up. So yeah, so Min-soo see the girl get killed. And this is super fucking telling. See, a lot of people say that Dai Bayo is the guy who's a Marine, who is fucking over everybody in this episode, is the old school Ji-hoon. I think Min-soo is the old school Ji-hoon. When she dies, Min-soo has a switch in his head, that switch. And he becomes dangerous. Because he just doesn't care. You see how fucked it is. But then the best friend and him, we're together. She gets killed, the girl gets killed, which sucks because we like her. The guards finally come in, but guess what? Not on this watch. So then, the shooting starts. So, again, with the shooting, we're kind of good. We're kind of good because we got a couple people. We got Ji-hoon willing to fight. We got his best friend willing to fight. We got the person willing to change his sex. Now, Ji-hoon's like, yo, we have enough gun. You guys, if you want to fight, I'm not going to force you, but if you want to fight, come. Right? And most people don't come. Now, this... Oh, I'm so sorry I showed you the wall. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Pretty hard, huh? So yeah, so like I was saying, this is super telling because you have the red cap. The red cap again are extras that you have that don't have anything to do with the story, but they're acting as important. So when Ji-hoon asks, hey, who wants to join me? Got a couple of people that we know, a couple of people that we don't know, and then they get killed. So they put the weapon in and like, yo, let's go. And then the front man coming in and say, I'm gonna help you. I am gonna help you. But then there's a couple of things that's super important. For example, the son, he wants to go, the mom stop him. So this is actually pretty badass. Now they take away the guard and they show him. So now there's a lot of fighting. We get to see more between the games. They're fighting against the guard. There's a lot of killing, right? And this scene when they're fighting is actually really, 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 really telling because Dai Bayo has the thing, the tuck, I guess, the man bun, and he's shooting. But when it comes to shoot the people, instead of killing them, he shoots in the air to scare them. That's when you know that he's not going to be able to kill. And that's when you first can tell that, again, I told you, we don't know why he quit the Marines, right? So yes, that's quite important. The frontman is there. So we got that. We got Ji-Yoon fighting, which is kind of cool. We got the problem with the ammos. It's really the ammos. So then they're telling you, hey, you don't have ammos. And then Ji-Yoon says, yo, there's ammos in the pockets. So they go to get the pockets. Daibao is like, yo, go get them. So when he goes get them, gets them all, and then he frees. So the person that wants to change sex, what they said is that they're going in, and they were like, yo, I'm gonna get the bullets, but he didn't do it. And now he let down everybody. But he was afraid. He was afraid. It was also on their fault to still let him go. Ji-Hoon and his best friend goes forward. Now, it's a shame because they're only 3. So the VIP, Ji-Hoon and his best friend. So it's kind of sucky. They're able to kill some guards, which is what we're trying to do. The son's like, yo, how can I help you? Like, pick up the ammo. It's like, okay, I got you. And then he helps him pick up the ammo. And it's kind of sad because he's not able to give them back. So then we see that he's completely afraid, and then he gave up on everybody. We have this guy. This guy gets killed. And again, this is the first time that a character that we really like get killed. So he doesn't get killed because it's number 11, and she tells him, "Hey," exactly what she said. What she does is she shoot him in the stomach. Yeah. So then we have the frontman, and the frontman reveal who he is. He revealed who he is, and then he killed the best friend. So then Ji-Yoon kind of loses control. He loses control. It's like, you killed my best friend. It's a very Goku moment, and I love it. I'm here for it. And guess what? Season 2 is done. So now I'm gonna go take a shower. Cause yes, I do shower. I know it's hard to believe, but I do shower. And I'm gonna go to my father's house. So love you guys. Take it easy.